This is the S&P 500 ETF SPY one-day reading for January 5th, 2024. It's currently October 31st, 2023, 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is currently $416.23. That's USD. The overall theme and behavior for the day, we have sideways behavior, bumping along resistance sideways, and it looks like it does turn over into a bit of a more bearish kind of day towards the end of the day. Behavior around the high side, we attempt to establish support. Some sort of chart behavior makes the high irrelevant, meaning that we probably decline back off of the high. And then behavior around the lowest low, it's a cross-reading congruency with the low significator for the 2024 1 year. Excuse me, for the January 24 reading, the low significator is the full card. So very likely, this is going to be like a low for the month thus far. I think we probably open lower. It's hard to say because there's kind of mixed behavior going on, but I think we probably open lower than we closed the prior day. And that's based on what I'm looking at here for the 5th on the 1 month with these ruins. I'm advised not to chase a trend here in the mid morning session, and then there's a significant drop. The unicursal really it indicates that there's a significant price point met here that we either move higher from, and at some point when we have a multi-day decline, we'll break down through that price level, or it marks a point at which we turn around and we have a sharp decline. I think it's probably the latter of the two, but we're going to get into that in more detail. First, I want to make sure that everybody's aware that the whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. We do that by following the rule of karma for the channel, which is the unwritten agreement between those of us utilizing this information for profit and the universe. The universe allows us to profit from the stock market, which normally is not really a great thing to profit from competition, my friends. But when everybody's doing the wrong thing and you do the right thing, it becomes a good deed, right? So, you know, what you want to do is make sure that you transmute it into goodwill. And as long as you're doing something good for others and you make what would have been only about you, about other people, it's still permittable. It's still like beneficial to not just the world around you, but to yourself as well. And so you follow this rule of karma here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where we ask that you donate 5% of the profits that you make from every profitable trade from the information on this channel here to one of these charities. Donating forward also guarantees abundance mentality in one's mind, and then 5% of the profits back to the channel here through one of these links. If you're international, you can use Wise or you can use YouTube. And that leaves you with 90% of the money left over. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you follow those rules, that's the rule of karma for the channel. The universe is going to follow through on its end of the agreement and send it back to you tenfold through this channel. Neglect to follow through on this rule of karma on every profitable trade. If you neglect to follow through, the universe is going to be very, very quick to shut you off. You don't want to be one of those individuals misusing the channel, because you won't have a second opportunity to show the universe that you can do the right thing. It doesn't work that way. So it's a test. You get the benefit of the doubt, and as long as you keep it going and you continue to donate forward and follow the rule of karma, the universe is going to permit you to profit. Not only that, but it's going to send it tenfold to you, my friends, for being an angel investor of the channel and fighting the good fight, my friends. All right, let's get back into it. So I think we might open higher here, but there's like a decline into a low here in the pre-market. So I think we probably open higher in the pre-market and then decline, and then there's an unexpected move higher out of a low there around the open. First establishing support and then a big move higher around the open to a higher price point than where we started in the pre-market. And at that price point, we'll establish support at what was once resistance. In the midst of that establishment of support there, that's where I would probably open up a partial short there, and then if we rally a little bit after that sideways rotation, establishing support at a higher price level, if we rally after that, I'd open up more of a short position in anticipation of a notable decline here. Like there's a pop and drop, and then midday it looks like there's a decline through multiple support levels from a crest, the peak or crest midday, or maybe even earlier. There's a decline through multiple support levels. Then there's an important range that's bound probably to the downside here between 1 and 2, followed by more decline. So we probably break through that range and we decline further to revisit a support that we recently met once before. It could be that it's the support that was established here first thing in the morning, or if we're lower than that price level already, it could be like support somewhere around 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 o'clock maybe of the prior day. In any case, in the last hour, there's a low correlation here, so we see another low for the day. I'm not just, opening up a short here might be a little risky, guys, just because the trade card is nullified, but I think you could probably get away with, the short, holding it until the end of the day. When we revisit a support level here between 2 and 3, that's where I would close out of the short position for a day trade, because we're probably going to have out of that a failed attempt to break through key resistance, and then a decline into a low, followed by around the close, a big move higher, pushing the upper end of the range higher. And then on the 8th, I think we open substantially higher, guys. So I'd likely want to open up, when I close that short position, I probably want to open up a long position there as well, here towards the end of the day, before that big move higher, pushing the upper end of a range higher. When I see us revisit a support that we recently met, and then we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance in the last hour, followed by a decline into a lower price level, that lower price level range, that's where I would open up a long in anticipation of this gap up over the weekend. It should be a pretty notable gap up over the weekend, so I'd want to take advantage of it. I say that because you've got the AN card, the biggest upward card in the deck, the Magus card, which is very auspicious when it comes to trades. Usually it's telling you things are going to go as you expected, and then the low significator is an improbable and an important opportunity. So I would definitely take advantage there in a bullish position for that jump up. And that's SPY for January 5th, 2024. My friends, subscribe to the channel, please. If you haven't done so, it really helps out. If you have done that, thank you very much. very much. Please share with somebody you think it would help. That also helps out. But most importantly, my friends, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Don't get shut off from the flow of abundance through this channel. It's a blessed, blessed thing to be able to make money and build wealth for yourself and for others. Don't hold it for granted. The universe will shut that off post haste, my friends. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.